Home safety is important in our daily lives, but it is something we don't often think about. Accidents such as falls, burns, and poisonings may happen. Regardless of the age and condition of a home, hazards may exist which can cause injury to thousands of people each year. Many of the safety guidelines we will discuss in this video are based on common sense. However, a general knowledge of the underlying causes of hazards is helpful. We will discuss the obvious and sometimes hidden hazards that can occur in any home, identify safety risks, and strategies to help eliminate or reduce them. As people with intellectual and developmental disabilities move into homes in the community, there is an increased risk of an accident due to limitations in understanding hazards and environmental challenges. Teaching about home safety is vital. Without these skills, their safety and independence is at risk. As support providers, you not only need to ensure safe practices are maintained, you need to teach them as well. An accident or injury can happen in any part of the home. Some hazards are as obvious as a shoe left in the middle of the floor, or sometimes they are not so obvious, such as a stairway railing that has become loose. According to the National Safety Council, falls are the leading cause of unintentional injury in the home. Falls can happen anytime and anywhere. It's easy to fall in your home when you can't see where you are going or if something is in your way.
Oh, Corey, looks like you're having a hard time seeing. Let me grab these.
Falls can also happen on wet, oily, icy, or slick surfaces, or when you trip over a loose rug or stumble on the stairs. People are at a higher risk for falling if they have difficulties with mobility, use assisted walking devices, take certain medications, or if they are sick, tired, rushed, or emotionally upset. There are many situations and practices that can contribute to the risk for falls. As you attempt to limit these risks in and around the home, consider the following safety strategies. A liquid on the floor is one of the most common causes for falls.
Oh, Corey, the snow on our shoes is getting all over the floor. Let's go put our coats away and we'll come back and clean that up so no one falls, okay?
Floors in the home should be kept in good repair. Loose boards, frayed carpeting, and loose tiles can easily be overlooked until someone falls. Floors should be clear of items such as shoes, boxes, magazines, or clothes that can cause clutter. These items are easy for someone to trip over. Area rugs can be a potential tripping hazard. For this reason, they should be heavy enough to lie flat, as well as have a non-skid back, carpet mesh, or double-sided tape to keep them securely in place. In some cases, it might be best to just remove them. Another hazard is electrical cords. Place electrical, phone, computer, and other cords along walls where someone will not trip over them.
Oh, there's a cord here, Corey. Let's get this out from under the rug. Somebody's going to slip, and it can also cause a fire.
Your chances of tripping and falling increase when you are in a hurry, so slow down. Many falls occur when rushing to answer the phone. Keep the handset nearby at all times and put it back in the charger overnight. Unless there's an emergency, never run through the home. Keep furniture out of normal traffic areas. Arrange furniture so traffic patterns are as straight and wide as possible. Ensure everyone can move through the home safely and easily, including people who use wheelchairs, walkers, and others with limited mobility. Stairs are often the cause of many different accidents. Never store boxes, tools, equipment, or odds and ends on them, even if it is only temporary. Also, stairways should be well lit so you can see where you are going. Take extra care going up and down stairs, especially when carrying items, wearing house slippers, long dresses, and robes. When going up and down stairs, always use the handrail. The handrail should be in good shape and secure. When reaching for items in a cabinet or on a shelf, don't overextend yourself. This can put your body off balance, causing you to fall.
Oh, Corey, let's not use a chair. That's not really the safest way to climb up. There's a stepping stool right here. Let's use that instead.
Bathtubs and showers should have slip strips, decals, or bath mats to prevent slipping. Hand grips should also be used if needed. The outside steps and walkways of the home should be kept clear of ice, snow, and leaves. Also check for cracks, loose bricks, stones, or any other items that might cause someone to trip and fall. From hot water to a kitchen fire, burns are a potential hazard in every home. The first step in preventing burns is to understand the more common causes of burns. A burn can happen from a scald, a flame, or hot object or chemicals. A scald is the number one type of burn. Scalds are caused by steam, hot water, hot coffee, soup, or any number of other hot liquids. Second to a scald is contact with a flame or hot object. The next cause of a burn is from chemicals. This happens when a chemical, such as bleach or toilet bowl cleaners, are swallowed, spilled on the skin, or splashed into your eyes. The following are general safety tips to help prevent burns. Avoid wearing loose-fitting clothes while cooking, and roll up your sleeves. Loose-fitting clothes can ignite quickly. Never leave something cooking on the stove unattended. Pot handles should always be turned to the back of the stove to prevent pots from being knocked off. Always use oven mitts or pot holders to remove pots and pans from the stove and oven.
That's looking good, Corey. It's kind of hot and you're right by the edge, it could fall off. Why don't you put it here on the hot pad and then it's off the edge and it's not as likely to fall off.
Water can burn. In fact, the water that is coming out of a faucet may be hot enough to cause third-degree burns in seconds. To prevent this, you can purchase anti-scald devices for bathtubs and showers. These devices stop the water flow when it reaches a preset temperature. If there are regulations that govern water temperature where you work, water temperatures should be monitored and controlled. Lastly, when handling hot items, be careful of steam. It can cause a burn. What would we do without electricity? Electrical wires run around, through, and over our homes. We depend on it for so many aspects of our life, but we really don't think about it until it fails to work properly. When used correctly, it enhances our lives, but if not used safely, electricity can be very dangerous. Because we are always using electricity, we often act without thinking about the potentially dangerous situations we can create. The following safety tips will guide you in using electricity safely. Water and electricity do not mix. Never operate electrical appliances in or near water. Don't touch electrical appliances with wet hands or while standing on a wet surface. If an appliance needs replacing, follow the safety guidelines for the one you just purchased. If an electrical appliance smokes, sparks, or stalls, turn it off and disconnect it from the power source. Inspect the appliances for frayed cords or cracked plugs. Also, before you clean an appliance, make sure it is disconnected. Pull on the plug, not on the cord, when removing it from the outlet, and do not overload outlets with too many cords. If a cord has 3 prongs, use it properly. Don't remove the extra prong. The third prong is there because the appliance must be grounded to prevent electrical shock. Replace light bulbs with the correct wattage for that fixture. Turn off power to the light first and wait until the bulb cools down before replacing it. Secure the new bulb tightly as loose bulbs may overheat. Fix electrical problems right away. If fuses blow and circuit breakers trip often, switches get hot, cords are frayed, or people are shocked, something is wrong. If you are allowed to use extension cords, make sure they are from a recognized certification organization. Don't use extension cords on high wattage appliances like hair dryers, microwaves, and air conditioners. If you are using cords outside, only use those specifically marked for outdoor use. Make sure there are no missing or broken wall plates. If a plate is missing or broken, dangerous internal live parts become exposed and can cause shocks if touched. Millions of people are unintentionally poisoned each year. Any substance that can cause harmful effects, if used in the wrong way or in the wrong amount, can be a poison. Examples include taking too much medication, inhaling fumes, drinking certain substances or splashing them into the eyes or on the skin, or being bitten or stung by an insect, snake, or other animal. Since most poisonings are unintentional, preventing them means taking some precautions. Never leave poisons unattended, not even for a short period of time. If you support people who cannot safely handle poisons, store them in a secure or locked location. This may be required by regulations. Store all household products in their original containers. The label on the original container gives you the identifying information you may need in the event of an accidental poisoning. Follow product label warnings about mixing different products together, ventilating guidelines, and wearing protective equipment. Keep chemicals away from food and medication and store them in a separate location.
Hi, Corey.
Can I use this?
It's getting kind of old, Corey. It's actually past today's date. So why don't you just leave it here and we'll throw it out later, okay? Because we don't want to use stuff that's old. And in the bathroom, you will find some stuff that's new. We just filled it the other day. Corey, let's get this stain cleaned up that we found earlier. Why don't you spray it while I open the window?
Make sure the area where you are using chemicals or sprays is well ventilated. This will help prevent you from inhaling them. Another poison is carbon monoxide. It is a gas you cannot see, smell, or taste. It is produced by exhaust from vehicles and fuel-burning heating equipment, such as furnaces, wood stoves, fireplaces, and kerosene heaters. The best way to protect yourself is with a carbon monoxide detector. They are usually in a different location than smoke detectors.
So now you know what it sounds like if you hear that, okay?
Keep the Poison Control Center number close to your phone, along with other emergency numbers. You can find your local numbers inside the front of your phone book. Home security should be important for everyone. Knowing your home is protected provides peace of mind. When people think about protecting their homes, they often think of fancy and expensive security systems. This is an option, but there are other measures you can take. Start a neighborhood watch group. This group agrees to keep an eye out for anyone engaged in suspicious activities in their neighborhood. Neighborhood watches have been shown to be effective crime prevention tools. If you are out of the house for an extended period of time, create the illusion that someone may still be there. You can do this by leaving your television or radio on and setting your lights to come on at different times of the day. Also, consider installing security lights outside. Security lights are one of the most practical and effective ways to prevent crime in and around your home. Finally, do not leave extra keys under potted plants, doormats, or any other obvious location. If you can't find an inconspicuous place, give a set to a neighbor you can trust or install a coded keypad. Whether you're concerned about falls, burns, electricity, poisons, or home security, it is important to be constantly aware of the potential safety risks. The strategies we have just discussed will help you and the people you support ensure their home environment is safe.